Back in my favorite spot to start a vlog. Good morning, good people. Welcome to the first weekend vlog of 2021. So you cannot see that. It is 9:52 in the morning. I've been up since around 7:30 and I was just kind of doing some adulting stuff. I cleaned out my refrigerator, which was disgusting. And I mean, honestly, the theme of this vlog is going to be getting my life together because my house is a mess. My life isn't a mess, but it's like not in great shape either. I was going back and forth between whether or not I wanted to start the vlog today or tomorrow, like what's actually going on, am I even doing anything this weekend? But I feel like vlogging through the weekend will actually hold me accountable to doing what I need to do this weekend. So basically, I haven't been on YouTube much since I was sick over Christmas, and I did post my 2021 bullet journal setup, which you guys really seem to like, so I'm glad. I hope that video was helpful. But a lot of people on Instagram, I hate when people say like a lot of people are asking, but literally a lot of people have asked for just like updates and such since I've been recovering from having COVID. I will say that, in case you were wondering, I have received a negative test since being sick, and I do over the most part feel better, but recovery really sucks. Like, being sick sucked, but recovery has really sucked, especially because my life was like in the middle of so much transition. I was switching jobs, like the year was changing, like there was just a lot happening, and then I got sick, and I kind of feel like I'm 3 weeks behind everyone else on like getting a jump into the new year. I don't want to talk a ton about like recovery symptoms and just like my like the intricate details of my health, just because it's kind of personal, and I think that even though they're good intentioned, people just have a tendency of giving unsolicited advice, and I'm stressed out enough about my health. I don't need any other like non-medical professionals adding to that stress, so hopefully everyone understands that. But yeah, I wanted to vlog this weekend because I really, like I said, I do feel like I'm 3 weeks behind everyone else. My house is a mess, and I have the kind of personality where it's like, one, the state of my space is usually the state of my head. So my house is cluttered, my plants are dying, and I feel kind of that way emotionally. Not that I'm dying, but that I'm just kind of like I'm not maintaining good upkeep right now, so I need to get that together. And also because I ended the year like so sick, I didn't get a chance to like declutter, organize, throw stuff out, all that good stuff. So this weekend is really just going to be me attempting to get my life back on track, and hopefully you guys can come along with me for that. Yeah, I woke up, I had just some life admin things I needed to do, but now I'm going to pop over to the farmer's market. I'm not getting a ton of stuff. I just want to pick up like a couple of like produce things, maybe see what the plant situation is looking like, since my plants are really going through. I'll show you guys that in a second. But I will say, in terms of like symptoms and recovery, one thing that's like really obvious to me is that I'm not giving myself enough downtime, because I've been trying for the last 2 weeks to be so much like to make up for that lost time, to be present, especially at work at my 9 to 5, work at my 5 to 9, like for the blog and for what I do for work. And my body is like had it with me, and I need to get a lot of things done. Like I want to clean my house, I want to organize, I want to like do some planning, but I also like legitimately need to take naps. That's like the long and the short of it. I need to take naps. So I did stay up like a tad too late last night because I started watching Bridgerton. I think I got like halfway through episode 5 and I was just like, I need to go to sleep. But I read the first book, so I'm gonna go through and read each book before the season comes out. I have lots of thoughts on the book, and I'm sure I'll have lots of thoughts on the show. Maybe I'll share those later on in this vlog. But yeah, I'm going to throw some shoes on, grab a bag, head to the farmer's market. Obviously you all are coming along with me, and hopefully I can do a lot and rest a lot this weekend, because my body is really fed up with me. Like, I could probably fall asleep right now. So I'm probably gonna do farmer's market, come home, watch an episode of Bridgerton, maybe read. We can talk about my current read real quick. I'm reading Lore by Alexandra Bracken. It's a standalone, it's a YA fantasy, but I'm having trouble determining like the age of the main character. She's giving me more early 20s than teenager. It definitely reads more like newish adult, not new adult romance, but just like new adult age-wise. And it's a, like I said, it's a standalone fantasy. It's based on Greek mythology, so basically there are these families that are descendants of the original Greek gods, and every 7 years there's this hunt, and you can hunt a god, and it gives members of the family the opportunity to gain immortality. It's kind of complex, and I think I'm like, it's a ride. Like, it starts off with a bang for sure, and it has kept me engaged, but I'm also just like, what exactly is happening? Is this new Apollo or old Apollo? This is Hera. It's a lot to follow, but I am enjoying it. I hate that it's a hardcover because it's so heavy. Just like even holding it to read, it's just like, it feels like I'm lifting weights, but I am enjoying it. I actually just did a sponsored Instagram post for it, so if you want to see the cover, I know I have the dust jacket off, then pop over to my IG. But yeah, this has been way too long of an intro. I've been talking for over 6 minutes already, so let's get up and go to the farmer's market before it gets super crowded, because obviously it took me a long time to be able to even go back outside into like places where I knew there would be people. It still freaks me out, but I want to get some stuff, so let's go. Back from running those quick little farmers market errands, and before I put everything away, I thought I'd just show you what I picked up today. Before I even get into the farmers market stuff, I want to talk about this bag. So this is like a belt bag slash fanny pack, whatever they've rebranded fanny pack to, from Girlfriend Collective. You guys know I love Girlfriend Collective. I'm wearing Girlfriend Collective sweatpants right now. This bag is perfect. It fit literally everything you need if you're just out like running errands and you have other bags, but you have more than you want to just like put in your pockets, but not so much that you need like another tote or a full purse. This is perfect. I wore it just like crossbody style, which was perfect. It's definitely made with plus size bodies in mind. Like I could even tighten this and still fit it comfortably as a crossbody, or wear it just like on your waist. It has interior pockets. It has a little pocket out here, plus the main section. Like, this isn't an ad. I just really love Girlfriend Collective. I love the color. I feel like I might get it in another color. Like, it's just so good. And if the world was open and I was traveling, this would definitely be like my go-to travel bag. Like, it's perfect. You can fit your wallet, a camera, your phone, a charger. Like, a ton of stuff could fit in here. On to what I got at the farmer's market. The only thing that I have already put away is I bought a whole chicken, and I think I'm going to just roast that chicken with some veggies. But I got a ton of apples. Yeah, I forgot what kind they are, but it's just like a good sweet crunchy apple. And I also got a butternut squash to make with my chicken. Also got a couple of Brussels sprouts. Also gonna make these. So I think I'm gonna roast the chicken with some butternut squash and Brussels sprouts, and maybe I'll make like a little bit of rice or something, but it's gonna be so good. Onion. There wasn't a ton of stuff because of the time of year it is at the farmer's market, so that's to be expected. Also got a red onion. And then I got, oh, this I need to put in something else. This bag is very beat up already. But I got some coffee beans. I recently got a French press You all know I am obsessed with my Nespresso, but I also just love coffee, and I like the different taste of a French press coffee. So these are whole beans, so I can just grind them down to be French press ready. Fun fact, if you don't have a coffee grinder, I've used my like little Ninja like personal blender to grind coffee like a bajillion times, and it's the same effect. You just have to be careful when you're blending. But these smell so good. It's just like a medium roast coffee. It's called Joe's House Blend by Philly Fair Trade Roasters. So support local. Speaking of supporting local, I also picked up some local wine. Got 3 bottles of wine, which will last me a long time. I got a white Merlot, and I will link the winery that this is from. I don't know if they do online, but you can check it out. So this is, yeah, the white Merlot. I think the white Merlot was $13. This is the Breeze Blush, so like a rosé. I think this was like $12. The most expensive one was this last one. Sangria was $19, I think. But he's the guy who was selling told me this over ice is just like really, really, really good. So that is my farmer's market haul. The bookstore, Barnes & Noble, was right next to the farmer's market, and I had a curbside pickup that was ready right when I was done at the farmer's market. Picked up Interior Chinatown by Charles Yu. I've seen so many people posting about this book, and I love the cover. So I heard that the writing style is very different, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, this is very different. Let's read the synopsis. Willis Wu doesn't perceive himself as the protagonist in his own life. He's merely generic Asian man. Sometimes he gets to be the background Oriental making a weird face, or even disgraced son, but always he's relegated to a prop. Yet every day he leaves his tiny room in Chinatown and enters the Golden Palace restaurant where Black and White, a procedural cop show, is in perpetual production. He's a bit player here too, but he dreams of being Kung Fu Guy, the most respected role that anyone who looks like him can attain, or is it? After stumbling into the spotlight, Willis finds himself launched into a world wider than he's ever known, discovering not only the secret history of Chinatown, but also the buried legacy of his own family. Infinitely inventive, deeply personal, exploring themes of pop culture, assimilation, and immigration, Interior Chinatown is Charles Yu's most moving, daring, and masterful novel yet. So excited to get to this one. And then I also picked up Good Talk by Mira Jacob. It's a memoir and conversation. So this is kind of like a mixed medium situation slash graphic novel. So if you look inside, like, very different than books that I read. I don't think I've ever completed a graphic novel. I own Persepolis and I've started it. I don't know why I've never finished it, but I've heard really good things about this. Another stunning cover. So those both look great. Isn't it funny? I didn't plan on it, but like it's kind of a matching book haul. So now of course I need to put all this stuff away. I'm also exhausted because that's how my life is now. So I'm going to put the stuff away, FaceTime her for a second. Hopefully we can keep her brief. And then I'm probably gonna try to finish watching Bridgerton for a while and then get up and do some other things. So I'll check in with you all in a bit. Hey, it is now 3:12 in the afternoon. I ate lunch. I watched like 3 episodes of Bridgerton. This is really bright. That's a little bit better. I'm having like a Zoom happy hour. Not really happy hour because it's 4 o'clock, but like catch up, like friend time with Sheena at 4. And I really want a bubble tea. I'm craving a bubble tea. I'm always craving a bubble tea though. So I'm going to try to tidy up this living room situation a little bit and then grab a bubble tea and be back in time to hang with Sheena. So that's my update. I didn't do any reading. Did I mention I fell asleep? And I'm still kind of tired, but trying to keep that good flow. Balance. Rest, work, rest, work, rest, work. Hi. Clearly, it's the next day and I'm just as sleepy. So you didn't miss much. I didn't really pick the camera up again yesterday after I had my like Zoom hangout with Sheena. We ended up talking for like over 3 hours, which I had a feeling would happen because we could literally talk forever. But last night I did start reading Good Talk by Mira Jacob, and I finished it. I've pretty much just been moving between the bed and the couch today, finishing this graphic memoir, and I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was amazing. It's a really fast read because it is a graphic memoir, so not a ton of words on every page, but it was so good. I loved, so basically Mira Jacob is telling her memoir in this graphic novel format, talking about her life growing up as the daughter of Indian immigrants in New Mexico, dealing with being an American who is a brown person living both in New Mexico and also in New York. But I think my favorite parts of the novel were when she talked about the conversations that she had with her son between the ages of like 5 and 7, at him asking questions about race and racism. She's also in an interracial marriage, so her son is asking a lot of questions about things that would apply to him and his mom, who have brown skin, but not to his dad, who is white, and talking about how the election of Donald Trump impacted her young son and the conversations that she's had to have with her husband, her son, her friends. It's just like, you can't read this book and just like not feel so many things. And this was like kind of the first, I think I mentioned this, graphic novel that I'd really given like a full chance, and I literally could not put it down. And I put a post up on Instagram and some people recommended a few other graphic memoirs specifically, and I'm wondering if it's like the memoir piece that really did it for me, because memoir is some of my favorite nonfiction to read. One of my favorite memoirs I've ever read is Unwifeable by Mandy Stadmiller. I think that book was just so raw and honest, and there's just something about memoir that gets me. Now it's like pretty late in the afternoon, honestly. It is not that late, it's 2:30. I don't know why I keep holding the phone up when it's bright as if you can see, and it's not that serious, but it's 2:30 and I have not done anything but read and have breakfast and lounge around. So I'm going to go run an errand. I have a curbside pickup order at Sephora that's ready. I totally forgot that this is a long weekend because we have MLK Day off tomorrow, but my goal is to do like an hour of work today and then maybe a few hours of work tomorrow. That way when Tuesday comes around and it's covered in all the Monday meetings plus all the Tuesday meetings now happening on Tuesday, I don't feel as overwhelmed by like the back-to-back calls on Tuesday. So I think that's my plan. I need to set up my bullet journal for the week, and I need to throw that chicken and the veggies in the oven, so I have that tonight. So I think that's my plan for the rest of the day. Still really trying to take it easy and like remind myself that this weekend does have an extra day padded in. I don't have to do it all. If I don't put every article of clothing strewn about my bed and room right now away in the next 5 hours, that's not the end of the world. So I feel pretty good. I just got out of the shower and did some skincare, and I feel great now. I have a glass of wine. It's almost 10:15. It's a Sunday and I don't have work in the morning. Like, is this luxury? I'm going to extend this weekend vlog through tomorrow since it is a long weekend, but I just kind of wanted to wind down, literally wind down, and wrap up today, let you guys know what I'm going to do for the rest of the night and kind of like how this day was, because I feel like I didn't talk to the camera as much today. I mostly just kind of filmed me doing random things. By random things, I mean cleaning my apartment. So I mentioned earlier that I finished Good Talk by Mira Jacobs and loved it. So now I can't decide if I'm in a reading mood or if I want to just kind of watch something on Netflix. There's a couple of shows I have my eyes on. There's one that keeps getting recommended to me. I think it's called Bling Dynasty or something like that, and it's giving me Crazy Rich Asian vibes. I tried to watch the first episode and it was like a lot, but also my Netflix kept like freezing and wouldn't work, and I was like, maybe this is a sign that I'm not supposed to watch it, but we'll see. But I'll see what else. There was another show that I'm blanking on the title that also kept getting recommended, so maybe I'll watch that. Maybe I'll watch a movie. But I also have 2 books kind of like on my read these soon pile. I'm still reading lore, but I'm just really not in a fantasy mood at the moment, and I think reading such a good memoir has me more in the mood for like nonfiction or some hard-hitting literary fiction. So I have Interior Chinatown, which is one of the books I picked up this weekend that I could go and read. And I also got in the mail today The Office of Historical Corrections, which is a why do I always do that? A short story collection, and it includes also a novella, and the stories and all touch on things like race, gender, class, all that good stuff. Everyone is raving about it, and it was the January book of the month for the Stacks. If you don't listen to the Stacks podcast and follow Tracy on Instagram, I'll put her Instagram handle right here. You need to be listening and following. I get so many great book recommendations from the Stacks, like, and the author interviews are always incredible. Tracy is an amazing interviewer. She gets great guests on the show, and you find amazing books through her. She reads predominantly nonfiction, but sometimes there are some good fiction books peppered in every now and then that kind of catch me off guard because I just don't expect them from her. And also, what was I just about to say? She has great merch. I will link the Stacks like down below so you can find all this stuff. And there was something else I was about to say about how amazing the Stacks is. It'll come back to me. But this is the January book pick for the Stacks, so everyone is raving about it. I could start that tonight, but I also plan to film a couple videos tomorrow because I didn't really film today, and I want to just make sure my outlines for those videos are good. So, and I also don't want to stay up all night. So realistically, it's like, well, what am I going to do in the next 2 hours? Am I going to read? If I put something on, I can do work while I put something on. That's where I'm at. But every time there is a longer weekend, I'm just convinced that we were only meant to have a 4-day work week because this just feels right. But I'm going to figure my situation out, drink my wine, also drink some water because we love balance, and I will check in with you all in the morning. Happy Monday. Happy MLK Day. I'm off to a pretty good start. I woke up, my groceries got delivered. You saw me put those away. My grocery delivery actually ended up coming, it was supposed to come like right now. It ended up getting delivered like almost a full hour earlier than the window that I had like picked for delivery. And I go downstairs to pick up my groceries, and the woman is looking at me like, did you just crawl out of bed? And I'm like, literally, yes, you're an hour early. But everything is good. I have breakfast, just some oatmeal with honey, banana, and the Trader Joe's pumpkin pie spice like seasoning blend. It's really good. Coffee. I need to refill my water, and I'm just gonna sit and do a little bit of work. I'm off today, but like I said, I think I mentioned this last night or yesterday in the vlog. I just want to kind of get a head start because I know that tomorrow is going to be probably back-to-back meetings, catching up on all the meetings we had to shift from Monday to Tuesday. So I just want to be as ahead of the game as possible. So I'm going to work for a little bit, then I'm going to go clean my bathroom a little, and then probably relax a while, and then try to get some content done. So that is the plan for today. Okay, my camera cut off, but I was just pretty much getting some work done, and I also set up my weekly spread in my new at this point it's almost halfway through January, more than halfway through January, but whatever, in my bullet journal because I didn't do that last night. Now I'm just having some lunch. I just made like a turkey wrap. It's just turkey, cheese, lettuce, avocado, and Dijon mustard, but I folded it in this like TikTok style. I hate how much TikTok is like taking over my adult life, but I'm just gonna eat. I actually did a Q&A on Instagram last night, so I need to hop over there and answer some questions, but it's been a pretty productive morning. I'm really glad that I started my morning and just got a couple hours of work done. Like, I feel much less stressed out about what the rest of the week is going to look like. But now I'm just gonna answer these IG questions, eat lunch, and then go get ready and film some videos. Okay, so here is a little look at the current weekly spread that I'm using in my bullet journal. Can't really see from this angle, so I'll flip you guys around in a second, but it is a 2-page spread. So on this side, this is kind of like a weekly overview side where I just have a little bracket for every day of the week, and I can put deadlines, events, like big things that I need to remember. And then this page is something I'm trying new in the new year. I've been doing it for 3 weeks now, and I really like it. It's called a rolling weekly. So you just have all of the days of the week written here, and you just put any task that you need to do that doesn't have a specific deadline to it. You just know you need to do it within that week, hopefully. You write out all the tasks, and then as you get them done, you note the day you got it done and then cross it off. Or if you don't get it done, you note that in the little like bullet column here and then migrate it to the next week. So here's pretty much what it looks like. Weekly overview on this page. I don't know why I got so colorful this week. I usually just do whatever color I've been writing in, or I'll just use a pen. And then my running task list is on this side, and then I always just add these 2 little sections, one that says incoming, one that says next week, so anything that's coming up next week can note it there. And this is for like packages or stuff that I need to track that's supposed to be coming in. I managed to film 3 videos, and then I've been pretty much laying in the same spot. And earlier I couldn't figure out why I had to have these ginger snap cookies on my grocery list. Like, why was I so obsessed with getting them? And then I got my period, and now everything makes sense. So right now I'm just kind of laying and feeling very tired, and I'm going to turn Netflix on and binge watch a show until I have the energy to get up and do something productive, like edit this vlog. Hello, good people. Okay, it took some time, a quick nap, and a couple episodes of some random like vlogs and such on YouTube, but I got up, I finally started making dinner. I already have these like veggies out of the oven. These just like wouldn't fit on the other pan, so I just roasted them separately. Butternut squash, Brussels, so good. I'm just waiting for my chicken to finish. You definitely can't see it, but she's in there, she's doing stuff. And there's more veggies in that pan too. So dinner is in progress, and pretty soon I'll be eating. Today was very productive but still very restful, and I feel like all weekend I did a good job of getting things in order, getting things done, but maintaining some balance, which was really my goal for the whole long weekend. So I feel really good about what I've done. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. I did want to wrap it up so I can start editing and get this out to you all relatively quickly. I hope you had an equally balanced long weekend if you had off today on Monday, and be safe, especially if you're in DC. Be careful, be vigilant, don't take unnecessary risks, wash your hands, wear a mask, all that good stuff. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, give me a comment down below, thumbs up this video, share it with a friend, and I will see you all in the next one.